Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard. In a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer had a bit of a rocky start with this electric bike, but their experience ultimately turned positive, mostly due to the company's stellar support team. Initially, the bike arrived with a defect. Our reviewer reached out to the support team through Amazon's messaging system and was impressed by their responsiveness and willingness to help. Together, they troubleshooted the issue, eventually determining that the battery pack was likely faulty. A replacement was sent, but unfortunately, that didn't solve the problem. After providing video evidence of the continuing issue, it was determined that the system controller was defective, and arrangements were made for return. This client emphasizes that the support team went above and beyond what was expected. However, they did have a couple of suggestions for improvement regarding the bike itself. They noted that the bike seemed to be tested primarily with lighter riders on flat terrain. Being a heavier rider, they found that the battery drained more quickly, especially when going uphill. This information our reviewer thinks should be more prominently displayed. Furthermore, they observed that the rear wheel placement makes the bike a little unstable, especially when starting uphill. They even suggested moving the rear wheel back a few inches in future models to improve stability. Despite these issues, our reviewer concluded that it's not a bad bike overall. Once they adjusted their riding technique, leaning forward, a lesson learned from past biking experience, they found it fun to ride. While they wouldn't purchase it again for themselves due to their weight, they would recommend it to others, recognizing it as a nice little bike. Their hope is that their insights might be helpful for anyone else considering this electric bike for urban commuting.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer uses this electric bike for a short commute, about 2 miles each way, which includes a pretty significant hill and a stretch along a busy road. The first impression is that it feels solid and well built for its size. The shock absorbers are surprisingly responsive, which is great for dealing with bumps along the way. A reviewer mentioned that the motor, while decent, needs a little help to get up steeper inclines, but with some moderate pedaling, it handles the hill just fine, even with their weight. They did point out a discrepancy regarding the weight limit, noting that while the packaging suggests a higher capacity, the manual indicates a lower maximum weight. This client stressed the importance of adhering to the correct weight limit for performance and safety reasons. Otherwise, this bike has some really nice features. The tires seem durable, and the rear basket is a practical size for carrying groceries or other items. The headlight is also bright, which is essential for visibility. This client also noted that after getting used to it, the bike is easy to handle and enjoyable to ride. The handle above the battery pack is also a well-designed feature that makes it easier to carry. While not suitable for off-road adventures, this electric bike seems perfect for getting around town or commuting on campus. For the price point, our reviewer would definitely recommend it.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is really happy with this electric bike. Honestly, any small gripes they have are probably just typical bike stuff that would happen with any two-wheeled ride. The main thing they noticed is that the seat gets a little uncomfortable after about 20 minutes. They even bought a replacement, but realized they needed to pay closer attention to how it attaches before buying. So a heads up, double-check the attachment mechanism of any replacement seat you might consider. Despite the seat situation, this client is super pleased with the purchase. They wanted to mention something important for taller or larger folks. Our reviewer is 64 and weighs around 275 pounds, and the bike fits them comfortably. That really speaks to how sturdily built it is. It handles their weight without any strain, though they joke that it would probably go even faster if they lost a few pounds. Regarding the battery life, this reviewer says it goes the distance on a single charge. They mostly pedal without using the electric assist, but they definitely appreciate the boost it provides when tackling hills. They also noted that the boost is readily available if you leave it in full electric mode, because the boost is received via a twist of the throttle. All in all, this customer is very satisfied with this electric bike. And importantly, they felt the price was just right, making it an excellent value for the money.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.